Now from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU 8 Sports.
Happy homecoming weekend to the Mizzou Tigers. There will be events all over the place today and tomorrow, but of course the pride and joy of this tradition is the homecoming football game. The Tigers will take on the North Texas Mean Green on Saturday at 3 p.m. and after a slew of tough breaks, Mizzou is looking for a win. The struggle for the Tigers seems to be on the defensive side of the ball, even after last year's hiring of former NFL coach and current defensive coordinator Steve Wilks. Wyoming transfer linebacker Chuck Hicks tweeted out today that he was eligible to play effective immediately, which potentially puts him in the mix to help out the Tiger defense. After the firing of defensive line coach Jethro Franklin earlier this week, the D-line needs all the help it can get against the Mean Green. But head coach Eli Drinkowitz said there's more to the issue at stake.
The thing that's prudent to me is that it wasn't just a defensive issue. We didn't play well enough on offense. We had too many penalties. We didn't block well on the perimeter. We self-inflicted wounds, turned the football over, things that were uncharacteristic. So that's all of that stuff is stuff that needs to be fixed.
Saturday will be full of things to do around Columbia to celebrate Mizzou homecoming. Mizzou football tweeted out a full timeline for Saturday's festivities earlier this afternoon. Parking lots around campus open at 8 a.m., followed by the parade at 9, Tiger Walk at 12:30, and Tigers versus North Texas at 3, followed by fun on the quad post-game. For coverage on events from the morning at the parade through the afternoon at the game, stick with KOMU 8 News all day long. LSU announced today that it is lifting nearly all of its coronavirus restrictions for Tiger Stadium. Officials say the decision was made due to a sharp decline in COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations across the state. Masks will still be required in the indoor areas of the stadium, according to the university. Fans will no longer be required to provide proof of a vaccination or a negative COVID-19 test upon entrance to the stadium. The change will take place next Saturday, October 16th. With the MLB postseason in full swing, baseball's best are on the field all day today, competing for spots in next week's NLCS and ALCS games. The National League Division Series saw the Braves fall to the Brewers in their series opener in Milwaukee. Out on the West Coast, the first pitch will be thrown here shortly, about 10 minutes in San Francisco, as the Giants host the Dodgers after LA got a walk-off win in St. Louis Wednesday night. Over in the American League Division Series, the Astros are up 2-0 in their series against the White Sox. Houston and Chicago traded leads over the first 5 innings, but the Sox ultimately fell for the rest of the game, finishing 9-4. Former Mizzou Tiger Tanner Houck took the mound before the second inning in Tampa Bay, where the Red Sox are currently leading 11-6 at the top of the 8th. The Blues are at home in St. Louis tonight, taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets in their final preseason game. 6 minutes into the first period, and it's an error from goalie Kupiskal after a touch from Tarasenko to give the Blues their first goal of the game. 2 short minutes later, and Wallman slaps it from center ice to put St. Louis up by 2. Shen and Buchnishev with some distant assists. But before the first period is over, it's 3-0 as Perrin sends it to Saad for another. St. Louis is currently leading the game 6-1 in the third period, and that's all for sports tonight.